leg back behind. You'll notice that I do a lot of wiggling. I do some finger tapping. Pulse out right leg and soften forward. We can do it. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another week of yoga. This week we will be doing a restorative yoga class. So we're going to start out with a few of our sun salutations, help us move through any energies that we've got going on in the body, help with our flexibility, and get us warmed up a little bit. And then we'll move into our restorative poses. These poses we are probably going to sit in for 2 to 3, 4 minutes probably. So the whole point is to be as comfortable as possible. Finding as many pillows or blankets or anything, any props that you might need to make yourself a little bit more comfortable. Take the time, it's worth it. Normally if I would be doing this class in person, I would be walking around handing out more pillows and blankets if I see that you're efforting or trying too hard in a pose. I am not there with you, unfortunately. So you will have to do mental scans of the body, noticing if you are trying too hard, if you're not feeling comfortable in a pose. Feel free to move. Grab more pillows, readjust. Let's start with a big breath in through the nose, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, hinging at the waist, finding our forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Tucking the chin towards the chest, dropping the top of the head down to the mat. We'll grab for opposite elbows and find a little bit of a sway through the body. Releasing the hands down, inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. We'll put quite a bit of bend to the knees so we can drop the hands down in front. Left hand scoots in towards center with a big inhale, taking the right arm up, pressing down through the right leg. Exhale, coming back through center. Right hand replaces the left. Inhale, left arm up to the ceiling, pressing down through the left leg. And back to center. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the shoulders. We're gonna wiggle out through the body here, swimming the arms. Seeing if we can keep the hips in place, just moving the upper body and the shoulders. Reversing direction, swimming backwards. Bringing both elbows out in front. I'll take them up towards the ceiling, back, around, down, and in front, making large shoulder circles. Releasing the arms down. Wiggling out through the legs, we're going to shift our weight into our left foot, picking up the right. Finding a little bit of a forward and back motion with the leg. This time, as we pull the leg back, we're gonna bend at the knee. So heel comes up towards the behind, kicking it out in front. Bending at the knee, giving it a big kick out in front. Good, holding the foot out in front, either pointing the toes to the ceiling or pointing them out in front of the body. Bending at the knee, bringing it up to the chest. Taking the whole leg back behind us, bending in the hips, finding our warrior three. And standing back up. Dropping the right foot down, wiggling out through the body. Shifting our weight into the right foot, picking up the left, and again, finding those kicks forward and back. Bending at the knee as we pull back, kicking the leg forward. Holding the foot out in front, toes up or pointed out in front. Bending the knee, bringing it to the chest. Shifting the hips back, warrior three. And stepping the left leg in. Wiggling out some more. We'll make our way up to the top of the mat. With a nice big inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold, planting the hands down, stepping the feet back. Spreading fingertips out nice and wide. We'll shift forward. Elbows hug in, chaturanga lower. Inhale to our cobra. Exhale to soften. Tucking the toes, pressing up and back, down dog. Pedaling out through the legs. Taking the left leg back behind. Reaching it towards the hands. Pressing down through the legs. Inhale, warrior one. Lifting tall to the ceiling, pivoting open, warrior two. Cartwheeling the arms, framing out the foot. Right foot steps in, inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold, planting the hands down, stepping the feet back. Shifting forward, chaturanga lower. Inhale to cobra. And back to our down dog. Right leg extends back behind the body. Stepping it towards the hands. Pressing down through the feet. Inhale, warrior one. Lifting tall. Pivoting open, warrior two. Good, cartwheeling the arms. We'll go through one more time on each side. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold, planting the hands down, stepping the feet back. Shifting forward, chaturanga lower. Inhale to cobra. And back to our down dog. Left leg extends back behind. Steps up to the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Reaching tall, pivoting, warrior two. Cartwheeling the arms. Stepping the right foot in. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Planting the hands down, stepping the feet back. Chaturanga. To our cobra. To our up dog. Or to our down dog. Right leg back behind. And stepping up to the hands. Warrior one. And warrior two. Good. Well, that was 2 rounds of our sun salutations. So let's move into the relaxation part. If you are still feeling wiggly or have any extra energy, feel free to pause the video or restart it, and we can go through those again. But we're gonna need some supplies for this last section, the rest of this video. So I have some bolsters beside me and 2 blocks. Mine are Brentwood Home Collection. They have buckwheat in them. So they have like beads and you can kind of hear them. So you'll probably hear some of this going on. But you can grab regular bed pillows, work really well, and like decorative couch pillows. I usually like a blanket or 2 and maybe some books or something hard that works for blocks if you don't have those. So for our first pose, we're gonna find our child's pose. Nice and easy. So taking our bigger pillow, our bed pillow or whatever we have found, and then something underneath it to help prop it up a little bit. So that could be books or blocks or anything that you can put a little weight on. And then either a blanket or a smaller pillow. I like to put it behind my knees. If your knees don't bother you in our child's pose, then you don't need it. We can do either a wide-legged child's pose, taking the knees to the outer edges of the mat or bringing them in together. And then softening the body down to our pillow. This is our first restorative pose. So we're gonna probably hang out here for about 3 minutes. So with each exhale, allowing the body to soften further, to melt into the mat, into the pillows. And while we're here, we'll focus on the breath. Full, large breaths in through the nose, releasing them out through the mouth, allowing the body to soften. Inhale, walking the body back up. And taking a big breath out. Now we're going to do a counter stretch to that one. That pose, we're curling across the back, expanding across the shoulders. So we're gonna do the opposite and expand across the chest. We can keep our setup this way. If you like the incline, keep it. If you don't, this can also be done without anything underneath and maybe a block or another pillow for your head to rest on. This is my favorite pose with a block under here. So we're gonna turn around. Grabbing our blanket or throw pillow and setting it underneath the knees. We're gonna relax back onto our block, opening the chest. You can also grab pillows to put under your elbows if this is too much of a stretch to have them all the way down, and have a little bit of lift. Still stretching across the front, but in a peaceful, relaxing way. I'll take a few more moments, a few more minutes to lay like this. Taking another large breath in through the nose. I'll gently lift up out of this pose. Good. Turning around again. And we're gonna find our wide-legged forward fold. So the point of restorative yoga is to be as comfortable as possible. So finding a way that you feel comfortable in these poses is the best way to actually enjoy this class. So if having both legs out isn't very comfortable for you, just sitting here without even bending over yet, then tuck one leg in. We're going for comfy and cozy stretches today. We can take our same setup here, or we can build it a little bit taller. Is sometimes nice depending on your hip flexors and your back flexibility. Again, either taking both legs out, we can put blankets under the knees to give us a little extra space here, and as many pillows as you want or need. Like that. Feels nice to me. And again, with our exhale, relaxing into the pose. Another big inhale through the nose, sitting up tall again. Pulling the knees into the chest. We're gonna find a butterfly pose next. So same kind of hip opening, but this time bending the knees. Setting up the pillows however you like. Untucking the tailbone so we're long through the spine. And folding forward again. If you'd like, you can always set blocks or pillows under the knees here, or on top of the knees, putting a little added pressure and weight to them to help with the hip opening. But again, whatever's most comfortable to you. Another big inhale lifts the body back up. Now we're going to do the counter stretch for the hips. So moving our stack of pillows out of the way, bringing knees in together. We're gonna do a supported bridge pose. So I usually like blocks for this one because it is a little sturdier. But again, you can stack as many pillows as you'd like or put some big books on the bottom of our stack. Grabbing a pillow for the head if you'd like. And move the mic out of the way. We're going to take the feet about hips distance apart, knees in. Again, about hips distance, so we're equal all the way down to the toes. With an inhale, lifting the hips up off of the mat and sliding our pillows or our blocks or anything at a spot that's comfortable. I like the small of the back. You might like under the glutes, wherever you feel restful and that you can stay in for a while. If you have a yoga strap, you can also wrap that around the knees so you don't have to hold your legs in together. With our exhale, allowing our body to soften into this pose. Another inhale, lifting the hips, pulling our block or pillow out from underneath of us, setting the hips back down. Maybe after that one you want to find a little windshield wipering to the legs or any other wiggling out you may want here. Another big inhale lifts the body up. And we're going to scoot back to the middle of the mat. Taking the right leg out to the side, bringing the left leg in. We're going to soften our way over towards our left leg. So again, setting up our blocks and our pillows however feels right to hang out there. Another big breath in lifts the body up. We'll do the other side. Bringing the left leg in, taking the right leg long. Setting up our pillows so we can turn the chest towards that right leg and soften forward. body back up again. Moving our pillows and blocks to the side. We're going to roll onto our back. Softening down. Lifting the hips up off the mat, turning them under and softening them down again. So we're getting rid of the space in the low back. We're going to bring our pillow over to the right side of our body. Taking the right leg long out in front, hugging the left knee into the chest. And then we'll take the left knee across the right side of the body, finding our gentle twist here. So you can take a pillow or blanket under the head if you'd like. You can take the arms out to the sides. You can put pillows under the elbows or the wrists. Anything to make you a little more comfortable. And then option to turn the eyes over towards the left shoulder. bringing that left leg back into center. We'll give it a big squeeze to the chest, pulling the right knee back up, hugging both legs in, maybe finding a rocking side to side. Exhale, letting go of the legs. We'll flip our pillow onto the other side. Picking the hips up off the mat, turning them forward and setting them back down. Again, getting rid of the space in the low back. Taking the left leg out long, bringing the right knee into the chest. And then we'll take it across the left side of the body. Again, finding a gentle twist. Another big inhale. And we'll untwist the body, bringing both knees back to the chest for a big squeeze. Again, we can find a little rocking side to side, massaging out the low back. Last but not least, we'll find our Savasana pose. I like to put a pillow or a bolster under my knees. It just gives my low back a little extra space to soften down to the mat. If you want to grab a blanket to cover yourself, or some socks for your feet, or anything like that, we'll take the last few moments of class here, taking the attention back to the breath. Large, big breaths in through the nose, feeling the chest and the abdomen fill with air. Exhale, allowing the body to soften, fully releasing the breath back out. Another big inhale through the nose. We're going to take one last mental scan of the body, noticing if there's any areas of tension or tightness. If we have any of those areas, with our next breath, imagining the air flowing through the body to those areas of tightness and tension. And with our exhale, carrying that tightness out with the breath, fully releasing it. Next, taking the attention to the thoughts, to the heart, to the emotions. Again, doing a mental scan. Is there anything here that's no longer serving us? Any emotions, any stresses, any feelings that's not helpful to us today, in this moment, or at all. And imagining the breath flowing to these areas, wrapping them up with that fresh, warm air. And with our exhale, releasing them, letting them go, or at least letting them soften to the back of the mind. They're not currently our problem. Taking another large breath in through the nose, releasing it out as a sigh. And we'll take our moment of gratitude. You can stay here on your back if you'd like, or roll to one side if you'd like. Thanking yourself for coming to your mat today, for taking this time to pause, to slow down, to focus on the breath, the body, the connection between them, and of course the peace and stillness that you create for yourself. Give yourself a nice big mental hug. Say thank you. And we'll slowly invite some movement into the body and make our way up to seated. Take one hand down to the mat beside us with an inhale, reaching up and over the body. Cartwheeling the arms, switching sides. Going back through center. Closing the eyes one last time. I'll take another big breath in through the nose. And release it out as a sigh. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's always such a joy and an honor to get to spend this time with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great week until I see you again for next week's class. Go in love and light. Namaste.